last question. Question 10. How would you like to see yourself grow as a creator?
Well, I do look forward to, and I believe it'll happen. If I continue to show up with my best spirit and heart, I do look forward to the next season of inspiration for me because I've experienced it before and I like who I am on it. I like the feeling of it. I mean, who doesn't like the feeling of inspiration? I'm wildly enthusiastic and just full of energy when I'm, which people, I'm sure most people can relate when they're inspired. Uh, I look forward to that because right now, for a number of aspects of my life, I'm doing what I need to do. And it's not to say there's no enjoyment, but some mornings are like tougher to get up than others just to do what you got to do, which I'm sure most people can relate to as well. So I think with that next season of inspiration, I'd like to see like a realization of a creative project that I have my heart involved in, whether it's my historical travel show or a line of greeting cards I've been tooling around with for 5, 6 years, um, or more gigs around town on drums. I want to cross a few things across. I want to put a few more things across the finish line that I've run into some roadblocks with, um, but I haven't given up on. So that's what I hope we'll see the culmination of with this next season of inspiration.
Yeah.
And I
Pros.
probably need to foster it by rereading the book.
Right. Um, yeah, that stone of motivation is hard to roll sometimes, especially if you're not being inspired to do it.
Yeah, I mean, people could debate on whether or not you have any control over inspiration, but the way that people have talked about it since the ancient Greeks is that it visits you, you know, the muse visits you.
Right.
Now, maybe if you're in like peak creative shape by doing creative exercises often, maybe the muse might visit you more often. But in the meantime, you just got to do what you got to do
Right.
um, to the most creative you can do it, um, and enjoy those seasons too, because it can't be all inspiration all the time for your whole life.
I
It
think
may
you
seem
go
that way.
you go crazy.
Yeah, I mean, some creative legends, it may look like that from the outset, but I'm sure if you read any biography on any great director or painter, they have these fallow periods where their fields just like recapture nutrients for the next crop, you know.
Right. But you had touched on it earlier. I read the Stephen King book on writing as well, and
Mm,
he talks about, if you want to be a writer, you go and write for, you know, 9 to 5 essentially. Like you just go, you have to write. You have to read, you have to write. If you're not doing that stuff constantly, yeah, forget it.
that's why he's so maddeningly prolific.
Right.
Absolutely astounding. Um, but he took his natural talent and he honed it to one of the sharpest tools that writers ever had, and it's quality and quantity. It's wild.
Yeah. I mean, I've read a few Stephen King or books and seen a couple movies, and I always and you know the name, but after reading that book, I'm just like, oh, he's done a lot. I didn't realize he was that big.
Yeah,
It's amazing, and a lot of it is just his discipline and digging in and just going for it,
yeah, man.
and just writing to write. It's
Yeah,
amazing.
and he doesn't show up with inspiration every day.
No,
Yeah, but he's there when it strikes.
right. And like you were saying, you honed your creative muscles. I'm like, he could write up with along as fast as his mind, I'm sure.
Right.
I cramp up if I have inspiration just trying to write. I'm like, oh, I need to write more.
He's well oiled. Yeah.
Yeah.